Look at what is happening in Texas, my home state. Ice, snow, and gripping cold temperatures have paralyzed the state and its ability to produce electricity. Joe Biden's plans for America would make the situation even worse if they go through. Most of Texas's power is generated from natural gas. Many of those plants are now frozen. Natural gas wells and the components needed to operate them are frozen shut too, which means there is now a shortage of fuel to heat our homes and run the power plants. Because of that, the governor of Texas ordered all natural gas produced in Texas to stay in Texas. It's Governor Greg Abbott's responsibility to put Texans first. But think about what this means for other states reliant on Texas natural gas production. There will be shortages across the country. Joe Biden's plans would only make it worse. It's not good as we watch the price of natural gas surge. Many cities are now asking Texans to even boil water. The cold snap caused failures at the water treatment facilities too. But what if you have no natural gas or electricity? Now you have no water. Folks, you'd be at the mercy of the government. That is not a place I ever want to be. So let's review. For some people in Texas, they have no natural gas, no electricity, no potable water. This is in America, and it's not California, it's Texas.
This is really bad, and a lot of people are suffering, and they're suffering unnecessarily. This is what you get when people who don't believe in government are running your government.
Well, Beto O'Rourke there and the Democrats are playing the blame game. But it's them that push the green energy deal here. Wind and solar that failed Texas this week. Wind's not blowing, sun ain't shining, and the solar and wind has now frozen over. The Democrats insisted we shut down coal-fired plants. Texas did, 3 of them. The push to go green turned deadly. All of this comes as Joe Biden wants to shut down fracking and drilling on federal lands. He wants to increase wind and solar production. All of it puts us at the mercy of Mother Nature. And Mother Nature just did what Joe Biden is striving for in Texas: limit production of fossil fuels. Just as we don't want America reliant on other nations for our oil and gas, we don't want America reliant on one state like Texas either. And this winter storm proves what a fragile and precarious spot we are in.
People are waiting hours for food, water.
The last meal we had was 2 nights ago.
Probably after an hour of having electricity, the pipe burst.
I walked to the thermostat and it was 33 degrees inside the house.
We're just not set up for situations like this.
Well, if you live in Texas, you are now learning firsthand just how weak Americans are when it comes to our own survival. Adding to our electricity woes, most of the state's streets and highways are still shut down. Trucks are having a real hard time moving goods and services. Grocery store shelves are empty. DoorDash, Amazon, FedEx, nothing's being delivered. Now imagine we get another storm on top of this one in Texas. 2 more weeks. If that happened, we aren't expecting it, but if that happened, it would be disastrous. What do you do for food? I've got half a dozen truck drivers who work for me. Already a week and a half, no revenue. To them, it doesn't matter if it's COVID or a snowstorm. They need money. I can tell you what happens when we get to a situation like this. People will resort to crime, looting, burglaries. And what does Joe Biden do? He wants to disarm you. His policies directly put us all in danger. They limit our ability to survive, from energy production to the ability to defend our families during times of unrest, between the China virus and, of course, a storm in the Great Texas Arctic blast that we're experiencing. All of it proves we are vulnerable. So the question now becomes, are you prepared? Most people aren't. My advice is this: don't rely on government to get it done, to protect you, government to get it done to ensure you'll be okay. Don't rely on government, because the only one you should be relying on for your own well-being is yourself.
Hi, Emma Reckenberg here. If you like this video, there's a whole lot more to see on Newsmax TV. You can watch for free right here on our YouTube live stream and be the first one here each time our experts break down real news. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and stay with us on America's fastest growing cable news channel, Newsmax TV.